Hey people. So, I always get on here so I can vent. I maybe I'm confused. Maybe it's just me, and maybe someone can help me really understand what is going on. Why is it that people keep believing that they're not doing enough? Like, I get it. We're in this whole entrepreneur, let's be a life coach, motivational speaker, let's, get out here and start businesses and run organizations. Why do y'all feel like what you're doing is not enough? Why? At what point did you stop and you started listening to somebody else other than listening to yourself? Like, when do you all not understand everyone is not made to be an entrepreneur? Everyone is not supposed to have your own business. Everyone is not supposed to be an NFL player. Everyone's not supposed to be an NBA player. Do y'all not know that? Everyone is not supposed to be designed to be, a founder of something, a CEO of something, a president of a company. Do y'all not realize that? Why are y'all out here really, the internet has y'all thinking that you're not doing enough. You're not. Why? That's not true. Well, if everyone had to be an entrepreneur, and this is what I just got to telling somebody who was like, oh, two of their friends, they're starting businesses, and now he feels like he's left behind. What? I'm like, you're an HVAC. Now, granted, maybe one day you could have your own company, but if everyone had their own company, who is going to be a nurse? Who's going to be judges? Who's going to be lawyers? Who's going to be teachers? Who's going to be the principals? Who's going to be plumbers? Who's going to get out here? Who's going to be the crossing guards for these kids when they get out of school? What is wrong? Like, just because y'all see someone doing something, that doesn't mean what you're doing is not enough. Now, if you feel it in your soul, that's not enough. That's one thing. But if you're comparing your level 1 to someone's 21, reevaluate what you got going on. And it's sad because I'm seeing people really stress, thinking, and I could speak on this because once upon a time I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like I wasn't, out here fulfilling my purpose, and so I was driving myself crazy because I was feeling like, damn, I'm supposed to be doing something else, something extra, and that's not true. I touch lives everywhere I go. I don't have to be in front of 9 million people. I don't have to sign books. I don't have to think I have to run something. I don't have to be. I work in a field where I touch people's lives daily. And I really had to stop and I had to reevaluate myself. And sometimes that's what everyone needs to do, is look at yourself. Stop looking at other people because you don't know what the hell they're going through. You're looking at people like, oh, they got a business, I want to be like them. You don't even know. Their business is the reason why they're not home with their families. Some of their businesses are why their marriages are falling apart, because they're not home with each other. Y'all don't know that. You don't know that they took out loans to start their business, and now they're in debt trying to figure out, how the hell am I going to pay this off? Y'all looking at people's cars wanting what they have. You don't even know that it's about to be repo next month. They've been riding around on E because they don't even have the money to put gas in the car. Like, what are y'all really doing? Like, y'all looking at people's relationships, wanting their marriage, wanting their relationships. You don't even know he commits adultery all the time. There's so much infidelity in that house, but yet you're desiring what somebody else has. You don't know what it took to maintain that. You don't know the counseling they went through, the tears they went through, the abortion she probably had because she got pregnant from somebody else and didn't want to tell her husband. You don't know what the hell people are going through. Stop desiring somebody else's stuff. You shouldn't want their blessings and they don't want yours. And the result of other people's thoughts. Man, Brandon, you ain't lying. And that's why I'm like, reevaluate yourself. And that's the hardest thing, is to look at self. And I'm like, when you really take a step back, look at what you're doing. If you feel you could do better for you, not for them, then do it. But don't do it because you're trying to keep up with what somebody else is doing, because you're going to fail. It's going to look good at first. It's going to sound good. You're going to think you have it. But if it isn't for you and you're not doing it right, it's going to fail. It's going to fail, especially if you're not doing it with the heart that you're supposed to be doing it with. Don't do it out of being envious, because you're not going to get nowhere like that. Hey, good afternoon. How are you? And so I just really, like I said, I just got finished speaking with someone, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you going crazy wanting to live like somebody else? I was like, you know how many people need air and they get it because of you? So why are you acting like that's not enough? I need a word. You know, and but you should try it. Right. You have to do what works best for you. And like I said, it works best for you, not for somebody else, not to impress somebody else, not to walk around like, yep, I'm the man and I'm the woman. No. Do it because it's you. Do it because it helps you sleep at night. Because there's a difference between sleeping and getting rest. So when you finally get rest and your soul has rest, then you know you're on the right path. Hey, sis, I love you. Girl, and I'm saying, like, that's just where people are. And that's why I'm like, stop doing that. Because what somebody else's blessings, that doesn't mean it's yours. Because if you get your blessings too soon anyway, it's going to become a curse. Because you're not ready for them blessings. You're not ready for somebody else's blessings. You're not ready for what somebody else has. You're not, because you don't know the blood, sweat, and tears that it took for them to get to where they are. Hey, buddy, what's going on, sweetheart? Stay in your own lane. Look. Stay in your own lane. You switch lanes when you need to. You change speeds. But it's only when you're ready. It's only when you're ready. Because when you change speeds, so many people are going so fast to go nowhere. Don't be one of them people. Don't do that. Don't be one of them people. I so love you, sis. You know, and so many people, that's what they are. You're going so fast and you're going nowhere. You're getting nowhere. Like those people that pass you at the stoplight. They got to get to where you go. And what do? You catch up with them at the next light. They hit this and they're going 0 to 60 to get to where? The next stop sign. They ain't going nowhere. Don't be one of those people. Go at your own pace. Push yourself, but push yourself for you. You know, it's like a rubber band. You stretch it. You stretch it too far, it's going to pop. So only stretch yourself for how far you know you could go. Don't stretch yourself based on somebody else's capacity and what they're capable of, because you're going to pop. Every time. You will pop. So, thank you. Stay in your lane. And that's the hardest thing for people to do. They jump in a lane when they see a relationship. They jump in a lane when they see somebody else's blessings. They jump in a lane when they look at somebody's finances. They jump in their lanes when they look at somebody else, just the way they move, the way they glow, their vibration. And people are changing lanes. And so many people are changing lanes that don't even belong to them, just to get caught up in traffic. Rico, I'm pretty sure they have. That's going to be like the 8th, 9th time someone has catfished me. I don't know why. I feel sorry for the men that talk to the women. I don't know. I don't even tell this day. I don't even know how people are able to get catfished. Like, you telling me they ain't went live? You ain't got their live? You ain't done that? You haven't looked at, no pictures? You haven't decided? Can I FaceTime you? You want to message me? People are crazy. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, my inbox. Thank you. Thank you. I'll definitely report it. If you could report it too, that would be awesome. So, I'm here at the skate park with my son. Y'all don't know where he just went.
I don't mean to eavesdrop, but you were spitting some real shit.
Oh, thank you, darling. So.
That's the truth. People got to worry about themselves.
But people don't get that. Yeah. That was somebody. He was like, I don't mean to eavesdrop, but you spitting some real shit. He about to get on the skateboard and do their thing. Wait your turn. It's all about waiting your turn. And it's the thing, though. Because your turn may be better than what theirs is. And it's when you're ready, you're ready for it. Just like someone said today, why does someone ask for a real man and they get it and don't know how to deal with it? Because they're not ready. Sometimes we ask for so much and we're not capable of handling it. We don't have the capacity to handle the blessings that we are asking for. Mentally, we're not there. Emotionally, we're not there. Physically, sometimes we're not there. Spiritually, we're not there. So we ask for things because we want it, but we don't understand we're not ready for it. And that's when, once again, you have to reevaluate yourself. You know, and do I want a husband one day? Absolutely. I can't ask for my husband today because I'm still dealing with LaJoy. I'm still dealing with me. I'm still dealing with my frustrations. Javi, I'm still dealing with my frustrations. I'm dealing with my failures. I'm dealing with my shortcomings. I'm dealing with my anger, my unforgiveness. I'm dealing with the way that I handle frustrations and disappointments. So I can't ask for a husband yet because I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. And that's the part of being honest with who you are, is saying, I'm not ready. One day I will be, because once again, I talked about what you put in the atmosphere and the law of attraction and what you speak out of your mouth, what you speak, because it comes from your heart. Out of the abundance of the mouth, the heart speaks. So it doesn't matter if you bite your tongue or not, it's coming from the heart. So one day I'm going to be ready. And so that's just where it is. You speak it into existence, but in the meanwhile, faith without works is dead. So I can't say I want a husband if I'm not still working on me. You can't say you want a new car if you haven't even learned to budget, your payments from your old car, or you're still in writing bounce checks. You can't say you want a mortgage and you still are falling behind on rent. You can't say you want a wife and you want a woman to respect you and honor you and lift you up if you're still belittling and cheating on the girlfriend you have, and you're still tearing down the woman in your life now. You can't ask for something if you're not walking in your purpose and what you're supposed to do. That doesn't make sense. It makes none. So you have to walk in what you're asking for. So when you receive it, you will be ready. Back into a new relationship. I'm telling you. Looks like it. Yeah, I'm by Falls Road. I don't know, whatever this is. You have to prove yourself to. Amen. So, couldn't he? It's taking you off topic. I didn't even see. I thought it might have been you making another profile. Oh, no. No, it ain't never that. People always send me things like that. So like I said, I appreciate it. Don't take too long. Now, that is the thing too, because a lot of times if we prolong ourselves, sometimes we will miss out on the season of blessings. And then we have to wait until the next season of blessings to come back. Because once again, we live our life in seasons. We live our life in cycles. Just like we have fall, spring, winter, summer. It's a cycle. It's seasons. The same way a woman is on her monthly cycle. We have cycles, and those cycles could bring forth a life. So we live our life in those. So we may miss out on one season because we weren't ready, because we failed to prepare to be ready. We can't never stop growing. We can't never stop learning. We could never stop having someone pour into us and be able to receive and listen to inspirational, like today in the car when my son got in the car. It ain't no music. We're listening to the law of attraction audio. That's what we're doing. And I let him know, because when the time comes for you, young man, he's 14, but he is a young man. I said, you, my young king, because one day he will be a king. He is a king now. But he will operate in purpose when the time comes. And I told him, this is what you need to learn. So when the time comes, you will be ready. At 14, you will be poured into by your mother. This is what we are going to do. I was connected to somebody who was damaged. And along the road damaged me. And I told my kings, I told my men, I have 3, 16, 18, 14, 18, 16. I said, you will not be damaged because you will not damage a woman when it's time. You will bring her peace. You will operate at a purpose. You will know how to deal with your emotions. You will know how to deal with frustrations. You will know how to deal with love. You will not operate. And I've been telling them this now for the last year and a half. And my atmosphere in my home has changed. The way they deal with each other has changed. Because it is easier to raise a young man than to repair a grown man. So that's where I am. And so when they get in the car, this is what we listen to. In the morning, when they get ready, when I'm in the home, the Bluetooth speaker comes from upstairs to downstairs, and I listen to whatever motivational, inspirational, because they need to be poured into. And because I am a woman, I know I am uncovered. However, I am still operating and doing what I need to do until my covering comes. So, that's just what it is. But I hope everyone is having a good day. I just had to get on here because I'm like, well, what are we doing, people? What are we doing? So I hope everyone is having a great day. And they don't know how because they were not taught. It was not shown to them. They did not see it. A lot of people are living their relationships based off reality shows. Off of, what Kevin Hart puts on whatever, Will Smith and Jada. Because a lot of us come from broken homes. Let's face it, we just do. So a lot of men say they want queens, but do not operate in a way that they build their queens up. They're learning, and along the road, we end up hurting people and damaging people because they become our learning curves. Not because we mean to hurt them, because we don't. It's just because we don't know. So we're learning on the job. We're learning on the job. We're doing on-site training. So we're learning how to respect and honor our kings and our queens. And we're learning to manage our emotions. And we're learning to manage our thoughts. And we're doing more resolving issues and less reacting to issues. And that's a problem. People are so impulsive, they get so mad, so they say any and everything, and they fail to realize now you have to learn to live with your consequences. You make your bed, you lay in it. No one else is going to lay in your bed for you. So at this point, we are learning to do less reacting. Learn how to resolve something. Learn how to find a solution. Learn to stop damaging people, because it's going to come a point in time where you keep going back to the same person and damaging them. There's going to be beyond, that bridge is going to be so burnt that you'll never be able to cross it anymore. Because you never took time to learn about self. You never took time to say, yo, I'm damaging somebody. I want him in my life. I want her in my life. Let me stop. Let me stop doing this, because I realize if I keep doing the same thing over and over again, I'm going to get the same results. But some of us are not wise enough in our season to understand that. So we've lost a lot of good men and a lot of good women. I have lost. I have walked away from two great men. Amazing. Oh my God. Amazing men. Not because I cheated, not because they cheated. Because of other reasons. And one, he'll come to the house. We still keep in touch. Still keep in touch. And I kick myself in the ass for that. I do. But I wasn't ready. And I realized that because the relationship I had after those two shown me I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. So even if I would have got married and I would have been disappointed, 2 years ago, I realized how I reacted off of disappointment wasn't becoming of me. So I had to experience a bad relationship now, so I know how to appreciate and understand a good relationship mixed with a disappointment here or there. But at least this way I know how to handle myself. So yes. Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I try. Oh man, I'm always going to keep building. I'm not built to fail. And whatever God is doing in this season, he ain't doing it without me. Whatever he's doing in the next season, God ain't doing it without me. The God in me will continue to be built up. The queen in me will continue to be built up, poured into so I could pour out to the next person. And like within the last 24 hours, I have been poured into. 1, 2, 3, 4 people in 24 hours. Unexpected conversations, unexpected people that have blessed me within 24 hours. I lie to y'all not. Unexpected people pouring into me. And I refuse to put my guard up where I think I know it all. Well, I can't be poured into. You crazy. I'm getting all this knowledge and I'm going to soak it up. So when it's time for my king to come, I'm going to be ready. I promise. I will be ready. I'm going to be ready. They need to give you another chance. Sean, they will give me another chance. They will. One is in Arkansas. The other is in Maryland. They are willing to give me another chance. However, my heart is not there anymore. My friendship with them is what I value, which is why we are still great friends, which is why when they tell me, Joy, I love you, I love the woman in you, and I love the woman that you become, and you were the greatest woman I ever had in my life, and I lost you, they tell me that and I believe it, because I never argue. I didn't cause chaos, they didn't cause chaos. You know, so it's good to still have them tell me till this day. A text yesterday, like, Queen, I'm always going to love you. Yo, like, those mean everything to me. So it's not the fact that they don't want to give me another chance, or my heart's just not there. So in the meantime, I love the king in them. I just have to love it from a distance. I love the king in them. And I speak into them every time they text me now. I speak into them. I pour into them. I text them something every day now because I want to build them up, because that's what a woman is going to do. That's what a queen is going to do. I don't have to be their king. I mean, they don't have to be my king. I don't have to be their queen, but I am a queen and they are a king. And my job is to pour into them. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's what I do. It's my job. So, too far if he's still coming around. He not. Oh, man. Nah. Want me to tell you why? The one in Maryland? Like, he texted me and said, how's your air in your car? I said, still acting shady. He was like, yo, tell me a day next week. I come pick your car up. I don't want you and the boys riding in a car. And your air works sometimes it doesn't. Not because he wants something, but because he truly loves me and he loves my kids. And that's what real friends do. It's without, I'm going to do for you, but I want something in return. It's not that. It's not that. It's when you genuinely love somebody and you genuinely care for somebody and the friendship is authentic, because you can't fake friendship. You can't fake real, genuine love. You can't fake it. So when you have someone in your life that's a confidant, that's there through thick and thin, and they're there. They are there. They're steadfast in your life. Those are the people you appreciate, and I appreciate them. And that's real. The one in Little Rock texted me 2 days ago. Was like, hey, you good? I said, I'm good. He was like, you ate lunch today? I was like, no. Let me order you some lunch. Let me order you lunch. I was like, no, I'm okay. He was like, no, I'm going to order you lunch. And all the way from Arkansas, I could get stuff delivered. That's because that is genuine friendship and love. When you want to see someone do good, that's just what you do. It's just what you do. I hear you, Brandon. The damage done to me? The damage done to me about what? Thank you. What do you mean, Beanie? Benny? Benny? Yeah. I guess it's Benny. Oh, man, I thank you. I just want to be nothing but positive energy. That's it. I said, and I made a vow to myself. I am nothing but peace, nothing but love, nothing but positive vibrations. Today, I even got a text. It was a disappointing text. I wasn't mad. I wasn't frustrated. I wasn't angry. I said, you know what? I'm going to be peaceful about this decision that somebody else made, and I'm not going to be hateful. I'm not going to be angry. I will not cry. I will not be manipulative. I will not be vindictive. I will not be anything but joyful and be thankful that I still have another moment outside of this moment. And that's where I've been. And I made a vow to myself, that's where I will forever be. I will. In the past, damage. I'm not going to say, well, I was hurt. I was tore down mentally. I always told basically I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough. Of course, if I moved to the West Coast, I wouldn't be pretty. I would just be some average 3.5, like stuff. And this came from a man I dated. I wasn't a woman of God. I wasn't wise. I just mentally tore down. Physically, once upon a time, he put his hands on me. Spiritually, always telling me, like, I'm not this woman of God. You know, my praying, I'm nothing. I'm a weak woman in the spirit. That emotionally, my heart broke all the time. So it took a while for me to bounce back. I've always been resilient. This go round, I think, because I stayed in it. Normally, I was able to leave out of a situation, bounce back from it, and keep moving. But I stayed in the same toxic situation. So as I was trying to heal, I was still being broke down. So it was like so counterproductive with what I was trying to do. But basically, that's just where I was. So, well, I thank you. But I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot. You know, he would tell me something and I would react like I did. I threw his clothes out the closet. I'd be like, F you, I hate you. And I reacted in ways that I regret. But that's just because I wasn't mature enough to deal with disappointments. I wasn't mature enough to deal with a heartbreak. I wasn't mature enough to have someone tell me that I wasn't good enough. So in return, it was like, I hate you too. You know, you ain't nothing. You know, so it took a lot for me to be hateful out of my mouth. Because I didn't know how to respond. All I did was react. I didn't know how to respond. Now I'm in a season of my life where I'm learning to respond versus react. So I do. Not necessarily mad. I think I'm more disappointed, which leads to my emotional side being heartbroken because I love hard. That's what was told to me today. I love hard. And the reason why it takes me so long to heal is because I give people my all and they only give me 50%. So when they give me their 50%, I'm so disappointed that they didn't love me in return how I love them. Or they didn't do for me or see my worth like I seen their worth. So I was told today, Joy, you just love too hard. I was told that from a minister of mine. That, Joy, you just love too hard. And you give your all to people who isn't deserving of it. And that's my problem. That is my number one problem. So, oh man, Sean, get one better than me. Get a woman better than me. So, love never hurts. Yeah, you know, I was so convinced a couple years ago that, you know, love is pain. God, you know, chastises those they love, you know. And then when you look it up, and love is patient, love is kind, love is, and when you pull up 1 Corinthians 13, nowhere does it say love is going to be painful, it's going to be hurtful, it's going to be disrespectful, it's going to be manipulating, it's going to be vindictive, it's going to be controlling. Nowhere do you see that. So when people always tell you, you know, oh, love is going to hurt. No. I've been loved. And I still am loved. And the people that have loved me have never hurt me. because they valued me enough not to hurt me, because they never wanted to see me hurt. They appreciated the very essence of who I was, even before I got to this level in my life, where they still appreciated everything about me. So I tell people, yo, like when you love somebody, you got to love their humanity, which means you got to love them for their imperfection, their flaws and all. Stop giving people this God complex, because then when they let you down, then you hate them. Don't do that to people. Oh man, I learned from everything. So that's what we all have to do. We all have to learn, because everything we've been through is only a process to get us to where we're trying to go. And when we appreciate the journey just as much as we appreciate the reward, we see things different. We appreciate it and we take it in. And this point today, like I said, I was poured into about 2 hours today. The most amazing, mind-blowing conversation I ever had, this year. It was so mind-blowing. It was probably one of the strongest conversations I probably had in 3 years. And I was poured into. And I was like, wow. It was a reminder. LaJoy, everything you have went through has prepared you to be the woman you are today. And I have to keep going, despite, anything that came my way. And it's like, Joy, look at you. Look at your accomplishments. Look at what you continue to do, and it's just like, it was just amazing. So I tell people, even when life gets you down, you have to keep going. It's a must. You have to. It's okay to be hurt, but don't stay there. It's okay to be disappointed, but don't stay there. You cannot stay in this funk. You can't stay in the negative energy, because the longer you stay in negative energy, the longer and the larger things seem to become for you, for everything to be negative in your life. You're in there longer and longer and longer. Change that. Disrupt that today, every day, every morning, every negative thought you have, everything that comes your way, disrupt it. I ain't fit here. Don't bring me gossip. I don't want to hear. Don't bring me that negativity. I don't want to hear. If we ain't trying to find a solution, don't call me with some BS. Don't call me on some negatives. Don't call me. If we ain't about finding a solution, don't disrupt my peace. It took me way too long to get here today. I had a major setback, but I'm back. Don't disturb my peace. It took me too long to get to this journey where I am. Tell people, don't bring that here. So, am I single now? Yes, I am. Thank you. But that's just what it is, man. Man, you got this. This is my thing. I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm not frustrated. It's about forgiveness, forgiving those that hurt you, forgiving yourself, for allowing yourself to continue to be hurt, and you pick up the pieces and you keep them up. That's what you have to do. In order to get to another level in your life, you have to understand where you are today. Is it working for you? If it isn't working for you. If the relationship is worth, compromising and sacrificing, figure out what's wrong, figure out a solution, see what y'all can do, come to understand it. If this job is for you, can you benefit from it? Is it helping you save? If not, are there other options? How soon can you find the options? You don't like your city? Is there other cities close by? Do you have the funds to move? Did you look at the environment? Did you look at the schools? Did you look at the city? You don't have to ever stay where you are in your life. You have the ability to move forward. You have the ability to handle your business. You have the ability to make a change for your life. You just have to figure out what you want and let your words be golden to you. You hold on to everybody else's words, but you don't even hold on to your own. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Hold yourself accountable for what you say. So, man. Thank you. No, I don't know what happened. Sorry. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. But let me go.